Welcome to Miami Gardens, Florida. A gorgeous day for college football, and we are fired up to see the Miami Hurricanes open another season at Hard Rock Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Hurricanes ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking for a productive play on first down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Got room at the 35. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big 2 gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these 2 big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. Back in conference realignment.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Looking for more room. And he was finding space, and he took it all the way back to the 22.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. Wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
He'll take a shot. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
That is exactly what most offenses will do.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the back. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. So, guys, over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name, image, and likeness. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now guys that are unhappy or in a situation where they see something that they'd rather be in, now you can leave, and there is no penalty. So a lot of recruiting, Jesse, on other people's teams that go on throughout a season.
Yeah, it's 365, and it's a lot of pressure on coaches to re-recruit their own players as well to try to keep those rosters intact. But the transfer portal completely flips rosters upside down. One team that struggles this year, if they get one key addition, it's a team potentially competing for a national championship next season.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab. It's Smith. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
Yeah, and it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great play design. They've always got it working, and you know this offense is always capable of hanging 40 points and making it look easy.
And the Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Power football with the run.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The RPO, it's complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Dropping back, it's Howard. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Home field advantage can have. There it is. The offense will walk it back. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup.
Nice job reeling in that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. And this dude here in this offense today, he causes the same kind of problems. Really, really good route runner. He always seems to get open.
So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air, it's Ward. Gets it out quickly. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to Johnson. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the 1st quarter.
Miami 7, Ohio State 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Miami.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. To the air, it's Ward. Complete to the left. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. Give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So he gets stuffed on 1st down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this 2nd play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat-and-mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's George. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a 1st down like they did right there.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Restrepo. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Bro.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They're bringing heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
All right, offense, it's got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Back to throw, it's Ward. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that lead grows even bigger. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Fair catch called for and made. Comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Here comes the offense on first down. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Here on second and short. Fast motion from the offense. Looking downfield, it's Howard. They've got the screen set up. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. He wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Henderson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
And now on second down for this offense. To the air, it's Ward. Now he's going to break the pocket. A strike downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Quarterback will audible. They'll throw it on 1st down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
That is a nice job by the defense in a sudden change type situation. The play before, you just gave up a big completion down the field. So you got to try to stop the bleeding right away up front. Your pass rush comes through for you and you create a negative play.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Hurricanes will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the returner will be brought down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He lets it fly. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got 2 guys on him.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They go to the ground. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to throw, it's Howard. And that pass intercepted. Touchdown, Miami! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop.